England invented football. They gave the world its favorite sport. They built the richest league on earth. They produced some of the greatest players in history. And yet, for nearly 60 years, they haven't won another World Cup. Not because they lacked talent, not because they lacked money, not because they lacked support. Every generation believed it would be different. Every generation was wrong. Missed penalties, red cards, last-minute heartbreak, golden teams that never fulfilled their promise. At some point, fans stopped asking when England would win again and started asking a far stranger question. What if the country that invented football became the biggest victim of it? Because the deeper you look into England's World Cup history, the harder it becomes to explain. To understand why so many fans call it a curse, we have to go back to 1966, the greatest night in English football history. England defeated West Germany in the World Cup final. The nation erupted. The trophy was finally home. Many believed it was the beginning of a football dynasty. Instead, it became the beginning of a 60-year wait. As the decades passed, England continued producing world-class players, yet the trophy never returned. Then came 1990. England reached the semi-final, one match away from the final, one step away from history. Then came penalties. England lost. The dream vanished. 8 years later, the pain returned. The 1998 World Cup, a talented squad, a nation full of hope. Then, David Beckham saw red. England were eliminated, and millions watched another dream collapse. But the heartbreak was only beginning. In the early 2000s, England assembled what many called a golden generation. David Beckham, Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, Rio Ferdinand, Michael Owen. Superstars, players capable of beating anyone. On paper, this team looked unstoppable. But football isn't played on paper. World Cup after World Cup, the same story repeated itself. Expectations, pressure, disappointment. Then came 2006. Another penalty shootout, another painful exit. By now, the pattern was becoming impossible to ignore. Different players, different coaches, the same ending. Then came 2018. For the first time in decades, England reached a World Cup semi-final. The country believed again. Fans sang one phrase everywhere: "It's coming home." For a moment, it felt like destiny. For a moment, an entire nation could almost touch the trophy. Then Croatia fought back. England lost. And another chapter of heartbreak was written. In 2022, the hope returned once more. Young stars, a balanced squad, a genuine chance to go all the way. But once again, England fell short. Different generation, same result. And that's why millions of fans still ask the same question. How can the country that gave football to the world keep failing on football's biggest stage? Maybe England isn't cursed. Maybe football is simply cruel. Maybe the pressure of history is heavier than anyone realizes. Or maybe winning the World Cup is the hardest challenge in sport. But one fact remains. Since 1966, every generation of English fans has been promised glory, and every generation has experienced heartbreak. Yet somehow, they never stop believing, because every 4 years, hope returns. The stadiums fill, the songs begin, and England dares to dream again, waiting for the day everything finally changes. For nearly 60 years, England has chased the same dream. Every generation thought it would be their turn. Every generation left empty-handed, and that is why some fans still call it a curse. England gave football to the world, but the World Cup never truly came home again.